Well, our next guests are no strangers to racism. These are actually really old friends of ours. I bet a lot of people would be surprised how long we've known these guys. We don't hang out every day, but our connection goes way back to pre-YouTube days and Channel 101. I hope they don't want to know. They're not trying to keep their age secret, right? Because unless they were 11 back then, whoo boy, are we old? But they were part of this amazing troupe that was doing early like Channel 101 New York stuff, The Human Giant. The other guy was Aziz, and he went. I mean, one thing I want to talk to these guys about is that they've never. I don't know. There's like that troupe. Like it never goes like, okay, we're Simon and Garfunkel, we're going this way or that way, or we're breaking up or we're reuniting. As far as I know, they kind of have all individually like done amazing stuff. We've got two of them here tonight promoting a. Well, that makes it seem crass that they're here promoting something. They're just here. If they promote something, it's on accident. But they just finished working on something, a concert movie that we'll talk about too. So let's welcome some old friends of mine and some new friends of yours, Mr.
That was good. That was really good.
I've been looking for a standard intro like Duncan Trussell has.
You choked up in the back, but that was actually really good.
No, that's why I laughed, because it was so good. I was like, oh wow, that's nice.
Say it again, but say it like throw it away, like do it
right.
Do it like that means nothing to you.
So please give an H-Town welcome for some old friends of mine and new friends of yours, Mr. Paul Scheer and Rob Huebel. Hi.
I'm watching the live stream backstage and just thinking it would be great if there was a thermometer reading on the live stream just to see how the temperature is treating everybody here.
Well, you don't need one. You have the equivalent of a mercury bird. Like, are you saying? Because I was just thinking, I'm pouring sweat.
Oh, I did a show here earlier today. I poured sweat. I stopped, and now I've come back to pour sweat again. This is it. This is my workout for the week.
Thank you.
I don't sweat at all.
I'm tired of having to explain to these guys. It's 6 degrees colder out there. I'm not just a Belushi.
You're the reverse Letterman. Yeah. Letterman keeps the studio cool like 60 degrees. You jack it up to 107 degrees.
All right, so let's dig in. What? Wait.
Oh. All right, Rob. You have to pick a way you're going to die, but Paul has to be the one that kills you. You get to pick the circumstances and the way that he dispatches you. How do you let Paul Scheer murder you?
First of all, great question. I've given this a lot of thought, actually. Is it something, do I have to be aware of it before it happens, or can it be sort of like a sneak attack?
You get to pick. Also, it could be when you're 90 years old. It could be tomorrow. It could be when you were 5 years old. It could be anything you want.
Yeah.
You have to die.
Wait, when he was 5 years old? So he can go back in time and kill himself?
Yes. He gets to pick how he dies, but it has to be at Paul Scheer's hand. How do you like to go out?
So am I time traveling back like a Terminator?
It's up to Rob.
All right,
it's up
I
to
just
Rob.
want to get.
If he does time travel back, is he totally nude? Like,
see, this is why I ask. Because I feel like that's where you want this to go.
Right.
So you get to pick. You not only do you get to pick how Paul kills you, you get to pick what he's wearing or what he's not wearing at the time.
It sounds like he has to be nude and 5 years old.
Well, I mean, yeah. I would love a 5-year-old Terminator. That would be the best version of the new Terminator, just like a really badass kid.
All right, I think I got
metal child.
Okay,
I think I got it.
Rob, you got it?
Yeah, I think it was my birthday when I was 7 years old. My parents had this really sort of homegrown birthday party for me where they had like my little friends come over, and I don't know why they did this, but they made a shit ton of like mashed potatoes, and we were all like in our swimsuit. This sounds very erotic. We were all like
wait, a birthday party with tons of mashed potatoes?
Oh, but explain.
I'm fucking hard as a fucking diamond right now.
So we were all in our little swimsuits, and everyone had a spoon, and it was just like a food fight. Like it was just like someone yelled like "go," and we all just fucking threw a shitload of food at each other, and it was just like the simplest, dumbest happiest I've ever been. So I think that if Paul Scheer showed up at that moment, naked,
as a 5-year-old.
No, as an adult, I think.
All right.
Yeah,
like current Paul, right?
Yeah, current Paul, full throttle, like super hard.
Well, I mean, yeah, as long as no metal was exposed, I could probably time travel. But now, as an adult, I do have a metal rod in my penis to keep it hard all the time.
So wait, metal would prevent you from time traveling?
If it was exposed,
it's
that's
not
the
like
new
at the fucking airport.
Yeah,
like,
that's always been the weird thing about Terminator.
Yeah.
It was good enough for the first Terminator movie. It was kind of cool. It was like, well, why would he look like Arnold Schwarzenegger? And the reason is because mechanical things
tissue,
change.
yeah, covered it
but
up.
Then after you were 11, you were like, well, but come on.
Yeah, he's still a giant robot underneath there. Yeah.
Like, why would that matter? Why don't you just,
Well, in this last movie, his hand is ripped off. He's like, I can't time travel because now you can see it.
I believe you.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
the whole conceit, is that he's got to wait around for 30 years. That's how the Terminator gets older, is he's like, I'll wait here.
How did this get off of little kids in bathing suits with mashed potatoes?
I know.
How did we get off of
Can
that?
we stick to one
Sorry,
thread for a moment?
sorry.
We said no tangents.
Okay, so
No
yeah.
tangents?
No tangents.
For the whole show or just this question?
That's the rule of Harmontown is
Oh,
no
fuck.
tangents.
Mashed potato birthday party. I'm there as a naked
You're there,
adult.
but
rock hard.
But what I would
you
like,
said that, not me.
What I would like to not see it coming. I would like for you to just sort of like materialize behind me with like a fucking huge like hatchet, and just fucking slice me down the brain like. My parents and everyone's like, what the fuck? But it would be a service to me because, like, my life wasn't going to get any better than that.
No.
You know?
Not at all.
So thank you.
Do you guys think I was gonna say they say.
Well done, Rob.
I don't know who they are, but I heard somewhere, and it was probably an 8th grade history teacher, that the guillotine is like the most humane execution we've come up with so
That's
far.
what they say, right?
Because you feel the speed that it goes down.
Yeah.
All you feel is I mean, who knows this? Who studies
But
this?
by the way,
but like you
it
feel a
seems
coldness on the back of your neck, and then it's done.
I feel like that, if we ever did that, though, now, it would be viewed as the most inhumane
Oh yeah,
way.
well it looks terrible.
Yeah.
Well, they also
But
say
the thing we do to them, lethal injection, is like,
Way worse.
It's terrible. They're
I've also
experiencing a
heard
terrible thing.
that drowning is like pretty fucking cool. Like,
Really?
it's- Yeah.
Are you serious?
You get like
No fucking way, man.
I thought
I'd
it's
rather
just like,
burn to death.
Oh, water. You know, and it's just like.
Well, but what about the writhing? Like, oh God, like
For me, if I had to pick firing squad all the way. Firing squad. I want drums. I want dudes. Like I want guys in kepis.
That's fucking insane, and I think you're
I want
lying.
Claude Rains to be out there in front. And I go,
feel like you're
do you have
lying.
any last words? And I would go up your butt with a coconut, and then they put the blindfold on me, and they would shoot me.
And then have bolts of lead fly through the air at the speed of sound,
have you-
go into random parts of your body.
Have you ever seen firing squad footage of people dying? It goes boom, and the person's head goes, and that's it. They're clearly dead right off the bat.
Isn't
No
the whole
way,
thing with
man.
the firing squad that only one person has a bullet, but they're all aiming at your head?
No. It's the other way around. There's a blank that
okay.
everyone gets to assume is
you
there.
might have the
Got
blank.
it.
So you might not have been the one.
Got it.
I
Another-
like you're way better though. There's just like one guy just sucks.
You shot him in the shoulder, you asshole.
You always get to go home at night from your work-a-day job on the firing squad. How was work today, honey?
I
think I had the blank
I had
again.
the blank in there.
Oh, sweetie, that's great because you know how much
You're not
my
a
parents
murderer.
disapprove of your job. Yeah, tell them 3 weeks and running. I guess I'm just born for this job.
Please stop telling your parents what I do for a living.
Each firing
Make
squad guy
something
has on the door of his locker. They all have the blank days since the last fatality sign, and all of them say 500,000. Because they all keep insisting they have.
They're all super lucky. Each one of them you talk to, like, yeah, I just always get the blank. I don't know.
Sure you did, Tony. Sure you did.
sure you
And then Kevin walks away and was like, it was me. And they all go to P.F. Chang's afterward. They just they joke about, you guys killed so many people. No, you did. I never have. Me neither. Ha ha.
But then
Lord Wontons.
the bullet fairy visits one of them in the middle of the night. It's like a Christmas Carol, but for executioners. And they're like, you did kill all these people. Let's look at their lives. And then then you kill yourself at the end. It's a really dark Christmas Carol.
Then you get the blank.
Yeah, then you get the blank. And then you live the best life ever.
I also think a great way to die would be
Kraken.
Death by Kraken.
Death by Kraken.
I was gonna say a base jumping accident. Like, have you seen any of those documentaries where they're in those squirrel suits, just going like 600 miles an hour?
Not actual squirrel suits, but like you mean like the flying.
Yeah, those wing suits. Yeah.
They're not dressed like squirrels.
Well, they look sort of like squirrels, but no, specifically,
They do look like squirrels.
those
like,
guys-
yeah.
and they go like real close to like
the terrain. It's
and
amazing.
every now and then there's just like a guy that it's just like fucking pink mist. It's just like
Pink mist. That's
just like
terrible.
fast.
There's our band name.
That's so disturbing. Pink mist.
It's just so fast.
I think that's the title of the episode. Refreshing pink mist. The effervescent. The good people of the Coca-Cola Corporation have captured the flavor and impulsiveness
Feels like you're-
of an extreme sportsman. Aerosol misting.
It will shoot your head right off.
All right, now, Paul, you said Kraken. If you could either die or kill somebody, but the magic was involved, you could be the murderer.
Ooh.
Okay, how about this? Sure. You get to kill Dan Harmon because you have to, because maybe he's going to do some terrible thing. Like he's Hitler.
The new Hitler.
You have to kill Dan Harmon because he's going to, throughout history, be one of the worst people that ever existed.
Sorry.
I'm going to do a whole concert about how I want to get killed by a black woman, for instance.
Really? All right.
Yeah. So if you want to stop that, you better kill me.
Now you live in a world, Paul, where there's magic. You have spells. You can do anything you want, or you could be as crude. It could be a nighttime attack with a bottle opener. You could do anything you wanted, or there could be magic spells.
My first instinct. I'm going to go with my first instinct here. When you said magic, I said voodoo dolls don't get enough play in this world. And I think that would be a real fun way to get in someone's head where they don't know what's going on, but their hands like, and you could have them choke themselves. You could light that on fire. You could make them walk, into a wall.
I never understood that science. Yeah, when they like in the Disney movies when they're taking the doll and going like that, and the guy's like moonwalking.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, wait, how come every time you move it around, he doesn't float around?
I guess you have to activate it in some way. But yeah, I think a voodoo doll, and you could prolong it a little bit. You could make it a little bit weird.
So how do you start toying with the voodoo doll, and then how do you finally finish the job?
Well, I think in the beginning it would just be simple slaps in the face and just general like.
This is a total Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, then I would get a remote control that would control your life. I fast forward, rewind.
50 Nights in Haiti. Why is that?
I have no idea. That was the weirdest groan I've ever heard in my life.
Well, because I think people know, something bad happened in Haiti. They don't. They're even though that's years ago, and then
or every day to the point where, I mean, who's going to Haiti this week?
I don't know what they think is the worst part. As an audience, you all like, oh, too soon to rag on an Adam Sandler movie. Or
no, they like that.
I said
it was the word Haiti. They reacted to it like it was like Building 7 or something.
Meanwhile, Building 7, no reaction. Not even a bad one. Like, well,
look it up.
So yeah, I think you would start to build the craziness in with the slaps, weird things like all of a sudden you're laying in bed and you just like shoot up and like I don't know why I can't lay down. And like so really a week full of just funny weird slapstick. And then, walking into walls and stuff like that. And then I think it would be I would light a fire, then I'd put it on ice. And I think those sensations, I'd go to sensations, a lot of sensations. And then to talk about drowning.
Now, is Dan...
So if you had to kill me, you'd torture me.
Well, look, we're talking about you're a pretty evil guy, and I want to make sure you get your just desserve. I don't want to make sure that, I don't want to make it easy on you. If you were like, I have to kill you to save the life of a child, guillotine. But if you're going to be like the next whatever, Boko Haram, I need to make sure that you get that.
From Haiti?
Ooh. Yeah. So then I think the final thing would submerge.
I don't
the guy.
understand why me being more evil requires me to suffer longer.
Don't you think that you would want to suffer?
You're saying,
But you didn't even know what I've done yet. First of all,
okay, Dan.
and what we're learning is the
Dan, counterpoint.
I want
How
a
do you
voodoo doll
kill-
of him. He's a torturer.
How do you kill Paul Scheer?
It's hard to not just do another voodoo doll on him.
Yeah.
You know, so that whenever I feel like my knee get hot, I can pull out it and go like yank on his dick or something. And then slow down the yanking and make it more gentle to the extent that the heat on my knee was more comfortable. And then we'd find an understanding. I mean, but let's turn this into a win.
Hurt each other enough.
we can just go to restaurants together and just.
Now that's an Adam Sandler movie.
Now we're talking.
In Haiti.
It's called Hades Gonna Hate. Nobody grown that? Wow.
But there should be a company that does that. I don't get why there isn't, like, if you find out that you're dying, like, there should be a company that says, like, okay, well, like, how do you want to die? Like, you want to get fucking eaten by a bear? Great, we'll set that up. Like, yeah. We'll set it up, like, whatever you want. You want to be shot in, like, a
I would like to
drive-by?
be like, but wouldn't you want to, like, in a way, I think this is maybe a Dennis Leary bit, so Dennis Leary, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I'll give this to you. But why don't you use these people?
Were
in
you just
movies?
doing a shout out to a FX show?
Sex, drugs, rock. I think his name in that show is like Steve Rock and Roll. It's really, his last name is pretty amazing. So I would do it like you would just go out like in a stunt from Fast and Furious. Like that would be great. Like sell your body to a movie. Like, yeah, you fucking get to drive Vin Diesel's car through those buildings in Abu Dhabi. Like, I would go out like that.
If you could arrange to have an on-screen fatality.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
and that they would put it in the movie.
exactly. Like you get some
So it's just
training
all,
for like
all old people that are ready to die. Jumping out of cars.
And then you put on your new headstone. You there's a video screen like in a Ford Explorer, and it's just like a loop of the fucking like.
Oh, that would be the
this
best.
Ferrari going through, but then people can start going, well, shit, let's make like a Milo and Otis movie with old people. Because they had to kill like 1 million dogs and cats to make that movie. And it would be it's a story of two old people crossing the country to get back to their owner, and then it's just like an old lady in a box going down a river, and like, whoa, help me! And it's like you can see the different actors in each shot. And it's like, wow, 45 old women.
I love that. I'm in. Hollywood, make that happen.
All people were hurt during the making of this film.
and then there's like a gray ribbon or whatever the symbol for it is. It's like they wanted to be.
Yeah,
they wanted to go out there, tired of being dicked around by pharmaceutical companies, and they were like, can I be in a kick-ass movie with Vin Diesel about me fucking braving the rapids?
Yeah, be the best.